Hello everyone and welcome. You guys know that I'm always looking for the best tools available to share with my viewers. One thing that some folks always ask me for is an affordable scan tool with free updates. So the other day I came across this FX2000 OBD2 scan tool from Ancel, and this guy has free lifetime updates, so I thought this would be a perfect candidate for a review. Some scan tools on the market give you very limited functionality and cost a lot of money. Well, this little guy is very affordable and promises to give you a lot of capabilities for the money. So if you've been looking for an easy to use yet affordable OBD2 scanner, stick around as I unbox and test this puppy. Alright then, so when you unbox this puppy, this is everything you get. So let's talk a little bit about some of the features that this guy has, but before we get started testing this guy, do me a big favor and hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. That way you get notified every time I do another product review video, DIY project, or a sale at a big box store where I can help you save even more money. Alright then, so this is the FX2000 OBD2 scan tool from Ancel, available on Amazon, link in description below. At the time of making this video, this kit retails for $135.99. So what do you get when you unbox this guy? Well, you get the scanner itself, get the owner's manual, tells you everything about this guy, how to hook it up, update it, all that kind of good stuff. You get an OBD2 cable, you get a power cable, USB cable to hook this guy up to your computer for doing updates and so forth, and you get a card reader to hook this guy up also and do some updates. This unit comes with a 1-year warranty, and this guy also comes with free lifetime updates. The dimensions on this guy are 8 inches by 4 inches by 1 inch in thickness. This scanner comes with a 4-inch TFT color LCD display to make it much easier to see what you're doing when you're doing your scanning. This is a 4-system scanner with out-of-in and a DTC database built in, and it supports OBD2 and eOBD2 plus manufacturer-specific OBD2 modes. This scanner can help you read and erase DTC trouble codes in the engine, transmission, airbag, and ABS, which are the most common systems that most DIYers will be dealing with. This scanner can also do an IM readiness check to see if your vehicle is ready for emissions testing. This scanner can help you easily read and erase active and freeze frame DTC trouble codes. Plus, it also has direct access key right on the screen right there, so you can easily identify and understand what the trouble codes actually mean. A lot of times also I get questions from viewers asking if a scanner can read transmission temperature, and for this one the answer is yes. This scanner can read transmission temperature, pressure, and clutch actuation. This scanner also has limited bidirectional control because it can do an O2 sensor test and evap test by telling your vehicle's computer to start the self-testing for those. This scanner works with over 10,000 vehicle models and over 60 vehicle manufacturers covering European, American, and Asian vehicles. This scanner also works in several different languages like English, French, German, Polish, Spanish, Russian, Italian, and more. This scanner also has the ability to show you up to 4 data pins of live data graphing and can also generate reports that you can print out. So this FX2000 OBD2 scanner from Ancel is a budget-friendly scanner that gives you a lot of information and functionality at a very affordable price. It also has free lifetime updates that'll save you thousands of dollars over its lifetime. So for the DIY home mechanic, this seems like a really great deal. So let's hook this guy up and see how it performs. Alright guys, let's take a little closer look at this FX2000 OBD2 scanner from Ancel. As you can see, very compact, lightweight little unit, nice little screen right there. It's not powered on right now because this guy does not have a built-in battery, so you can't really see the screen until you hook it up to your vehicle and it gets powered through the OBD2 port. So we'll be doing that in just a moment, but I'm showing you the features that this guy has. Like I said, a 4-inch screen right there, and basically all the controls are right here on the side. And this guy is what I mentioned previously, where you have one button that takes you directly to the database of trouble codes. So if you have any trouble whatsoever, you get a trouble code in your vehicle, you press that button, you put in the number of the code that you need to look up, and it'll tell you exactly what your problem you have and how to resolve it. It has a built-in database. So all the buttons are manually right here on this side and so forth. And like I said, this guy does not have a built-in battery or Wi-Fi connector. So what you're going to do to power this guy up is there is your USB connector right there. And you use that with the USB cable that came with it to hook it up to your computer, and that's how you're going to register this machine to get it all set up with Ancel. After that, then basically when you need to do an update, this is what you're going to use. This is a little TF card, SD card, or whatever you want to call it. It's already built in. It comes already pre-installed in the unit. You pop it out of here, and you basically pop it into this little card reader that comes with it. You hook this up to your computer, and that's how you're going to download all the updates right onto the card. Then you put it back into the machine, and you're good to go. Close up the little tab there, and you're good to go. It's that easy. That's how they basically save cost, save weight, save space, all that kind of stuff on these little machines. So you don't do over-the-air updates, you do it through your computer. And that makes it a whole heck of a lot cheaper for you, so there's really no big deal with that. You do updates every so often, you'll be good to go. Now, this guy right here, up here, is where you hook up the OBD2 cable, and then you hook it up to your vehicle, and that's how you're good to go, because this guy is not Wi-Fi. So you do need to be able to hook it up to your vehicle directly. So there you go. Very compact, lightweight little guy right there. Let's hook this up to the vehicle and see what it looks like. All right, guys, so when you hook up this scanner to your vehicle, this is the first screen that you're going to see. You have a choice: diagnosing, settings, or help. So let's go through them and see what we have under help. And I hope my hand doesn't get in the way because I have to be over here clicking the buttons on the side. So here we go. Under help, this is what you have: your DLC location information, DTC library abbreviation, tool information, which gives you all the information on this scanner, or basically registration, update, all that kind of stuff, in case you ever have a problem and you need to contact Ancel. About OBD, upgrade information, etc. And under settings, you go in there and you have your language selection, units of measurement, beeper on and off, and you can record on and off, because you can record with this guy and store it on the SD card. And when you get out of there, you go to diagnosing. Under diagnosing, you have a choice. You have OBD, EOBD, the manufacturer scanning, or review if you stored away any files on the vehicles that you're working on. So if you go under the scanning right there, where you go to the manufacturer type scanning, basically it'll hook up, and there you go. You have a choice of all sorts of different vehicles. Now, I'll scroll through here, give you an idea of what vehicles are covered by this scanner. And there's going to be American, European, Asian, and there'll probably be also some Indian, some Australian, etc. You're going to have a huge selection of different types of vehicles that this scanner can cover. So there you go. That gives you an idea of what is covered under there. Now let's back out of here. Let's go OBD and see what that tells us. And on there, it'll select whatever is the proper OBD type code to communicate with your vehicle. As you see, it's selecting these are all the different types of OBDs available to communicate to the different vehicles out there, and it'll pick the appropriate one. So there you go. I have no MIL status. It's totally off. There are no DTC codes. See right there, it gives you real quick information of everything on your vehicle. If you're ready for a smog check, or if you have any problem at all, any of that kind of stuff, everything is set up. It gives you real quick information right off the bat. You don't have to do anything. It tells you everything that is necessary. Now, if we go through here, let's click on there and confirm, and it gives you a choice of a lot of different things you can do. Read trouble codes, which we already saw we don't have any. Erase trouble codes, we don't have anything to erase. You can do an I am readiness on this, which is basically checking to see if your vehicle is ready for testing, emissions testing. You can do data stream, freeze frame, O2 sensor, onboard monitoring, and let's scroll further down since we have a few more. And then you have evap test, or your vehicle information, which will read the information that's in the PCM and tell you everything that's going on in there. So we go back out of here, and let's see, I am readiness. Let's go check that out, see what it tells us. And you go since DTCs were cleared, or this drive cycle. Let's do since DTCs were cleared, since that's probably the longest one. And you go on there, and you see that it tells you everything is pretty much okay. There are no problems. There is nothing to be concerned about. And you can scroll through the different screens, and it'll tell you if everything is okay or if you have a problem. So there you go. Very easy to look at as far as that goes. Back out of there. And let's see. Let's look at data stream. And then on data stream, click on that, and you select all items, selected items, or you can view graphic items. So let's see. You can select all the items that you want. You can go through and pick whatever's available and pick the ones that you want to look at for particular things. Now, that's going to be a bigger list than the view graphic, because a lot of them on there will have, on, off, fault, no fault, that kind of stuff. The graphic, I am guessing it'll probably tell you things that you can actually see in the graph moving up and down.
So let's take a look at that one and see what the graph looks like. And for graphic items, then it'll give us different things to pick from. And you can go through there and pick the different ones. So let's see, let's take a look at the short field trim there, long field trim. Let's see whatever else is available. Short trim number 2, long trim number 2, and there you go. Let me turn on the vehicle and see what we get. And there you go. And then we start basically seeing the graph showing you the data of what's going on. And then it'll change according to whatever I do. Since we're looking at fuel trim, if I give it gas, it'll change. There you go. I'll let that level out. And that gives you an idea what's going on as far as graphing goes, which is not too bad for a very inexpensive little scanner like this. It gives you a nice little display. Obviously, the more things you have on there, like right now I have 4 data PIDs on there, the more things you have, the more crowded it'll be. If you're looking at 1 or 2 at a time, it'll be a whole heck of a lot easier to see what is going on. It is a small screen, it is a small graph, so you kind of have to work with what you have. Obviously, if you want a lot more detailed, more complicated stuff, you can spend more and get a more complex scanner with a bigger screen. But if you're on a budget and you need to work with something inexpensive and you still want to be able to take care of doing all your own repairs and save money that way, then this is a very good way to get into it where it's very economical. You see, it starts giving you a lot more detail as it moves out. And then when I give it gas, it changes and it goes and does, it represents what is going on. So I'm giving it, you're looking at extreme changes because I'm giving it gas. When you're not doing something where you're not making a lot of changes, it'll give you a better representation of what is going on. So let's let it go to the end of the screen and we'll see how it scrolls sideways. Or if it'll restart over here at the other end. Every manufacturer will do this a little different. And there you go. When it grows off the screen, then it starts scrolling sideways, where some scanners, what they'll do is they'll stop there and start here all over again, and you lose the information you were looking at. This one at least allows you to see what is going on, so you have constant updates as the graph moves sideways, and you can see what is taking place. So that's pretty good. And then you can always see the numeric representation on the side over there, giving you information of what is actually taking place. So not too bad as far as giving you 4 data PIDs. And I'll tell you from experience, even some of the more expensive scanners will only give you 4 data PIDs. So that's not bad, again, from a very inexpensive scanner. Let's go back. And there you go. If you wanted to, like I said, you can select items. You can view all the items. And if you want to view all the items, let's go through there and see everything that's available. And there you go. And you can see basically it just lets you see everything that's available on there. And you can scroll down and you can see everything happening. It doesn't let you graph it at this point, but my goodness, you can go through the entire list of everything and see everything that is available. So that's a lot all at once. There you go. That gives you an idea of everything that's going on all at once. So you don't have to, if you're looking for something, you don't know what you're looking for, you can just see everything there and do it that way. So go back to there. And I guess if you want to select items, then you can go through and pick the ones that you want. There you go, exactly. You can go through there and pick the ones that you want. And also, one thing interesting that I found with this scanner, you can scroll down. You can use the button here and scroll down and go one item at a time, and it'll go alphabetically. Or if you scroll sideways, use the button pointing sideways, then you basically go one page at a time. So you scroll through everything one page at a time, and then you can select, you can go down and pick the one that you want, or move on to the next page. So that's one quick way to go through everything on this scanner. And then you go back one page at a time. So that's not too bad. So let's get out of here. And that gives you really quick. And like I said, it shows right there. You can record if you want to. And back out of here. And there you go. And you're back to this system over here. Now, if you want to go to the manufacturer scanning method, then you select the vehicle that you want. And let's go through here. And this is a Ford. So I have to go to Ford US down there. And let's go through that one. And it'll automatically search to what is going on there. And let's do it automatic. And it'll basically tell me everything that it can read in this vehicle using the Ford methodology. Remember, EOBD and OBD will always give you everything that is available through OBD. This is only what Ford allows you to read on this vehicle on this scanner. So this is a little bit more restrictive. So let's see PCM right there and see what it tells us. And again, you can do read codes, erase codes, read current data, etc. We're not going to go through all that. We already did that. So that shows you what it's like if you use that particular data stream right there, if you're looking through it with the Ford scan tool method. So that shows you right there with this little scan tool at a very low cost will show you everything that you need on your vehicle. And it has a nice little graph and everything to you, and it'll give you detailed information. So not too bad.
All right, guys, there you have it, a review and demonstration of a very affordable and easy to use OBD2 scan tool from Ancel. I think this guy is a very nice scan tool for the people on a budget that still want to be able to scan their vehicles and do some basic maintenance and repairs. You can find out and correct whatever codes you find in your engine, transmission, ABS, and airbag modules. Aside from that, it can also help you identify if your vehicle is ready for an emissions testing, and if not, then you can fix the problem before you go to the testing station. For all those reasons and a really low price, I think this is a great scanner for the audio enthusiast on a budget. Check out the links below for all the details. Hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye for now.